Greetings, loved ones. Lee and I are so excited about the work we will be doing during 2023, and we would like to take a moment to share this with you. God has shown us the future of HOC Justice Project and helped us refocus on our calling. Our mission statement is that we exist to lead people to Jesus and teach biblical justice. Our vision statement is we work to see people come to Christ and empower them to be transformed into champions for biblical justice. Our purpose is to raise up champions for biblical justice who will transform lives and eliminate violence and oppression. Now, there is a difference between social and biblical justice. Social justice is based on human law and preferences, and it can change at any time. Biblical justice is based on God's word, which never changes. We are all called to love one another as Christ loves us and to relieve oppression and set captives free. If you know of someone who is suffering abuse and you do nothing to help them, are you loving them as God has loved you? Globally, 1 in 3 women suffer domestic violence in their lifetime, and 1 in 2 children ages 2 to 17. That's more than 1 billion children who are suffering abuse every year. The question is not if you will encounter a victim of violence. The question before God is, what will you do when you do encounter them? Micah 6:8 says, He has showed you, O man, what is good. And what does the Lord require of you? To do justice, love mercy, and walk humbly with your God. We do not only work in Honduras. While we handle cases and clients in Honduras, we also bring this message and teaching to churches in the United States and other countries. In Honduras, where we work, less than 30% of victims of special crimes filed police reports, and 94 to 96% never receive justice. Until victims know their rights and how to get help, until God's people wake up and realize they are called by God to reach out and help those who suffer violence, and until the hearts and the minds of people providing services to victims of violence are changed, and they have a heart of service, and they know the laws and the procedures, services to victims of violence will continue to suffer negligence and corruption. Our focus must be on education. We can educate the people, but if the authorities do not do their job, we face the same problem of injustice. There are three reasons why authorities do not do their jobs. First, it's ignorance of laws, procedures, and obligations of their positions. Second, it's laziness and negligence. And third, it's corruption. Educating the people of their rights and how to get help will assist victims in crisis and increase reporting rates and increase the ability for justice to be achieved. Educating authorities on laws and procedures will eliminate the first problem. Educating authorities on biblical justice will reduce the second problem. Teaching a personal relationship with Jesus to those authorities will be the only way we can eliminate the third problem. Adding leadership teaching to all of these groups will also assist in diminishing the problems. We need to focus on discipling our employees, discipling our clients, training police, investigators, prosecutors, judges, and other officials who are currently working in the justice system, training police, investigators, lawyers, and others who are preparing to work in the justice system, and training pastors, churches, missionaries, and other community leaders, and of course, training the public. How are we going to do this? We're going to do this by providing all of these trainings, discipling these groups to know Christ, become servant leaders, and rescue victims and fight for justice. And our goal for 2023 is to train more than 10,000 people. The second way we're going to do this is to create local training and intervention teams. In each county office, each church, school, health center, each ministry, we will create a team of 2 to 4 people who have been extensively trained to be local points of contact for victims. They will be able to provide counsel to victims, help them through the legal process, and with immediate needs. Also, we will attend victims and clients who call us, who present at the ministry, or are referred to us by the authorities. We will provide counsel, refuge, and empower them to walk their justice journey. Another way we're going to do all of this is we're going to use social and local media. We're going to utilize television, radio, and social media to present awareness, prevention, and intervention content. We've been doing this work for almost 18 years. We have handled more than 7,000 cases, with 75 to 81% of the cases completed in the courts. We have trained more than 5,000 authorities and 80,000 people in specific training events over these 18 years. We have preached and taught biblical justice in 5 countries. God has shown us the problems, the challenges, the needs, and the solutions. We know what works, what doesn't work, what is needed, and what isn't needed. Now it is time to be laser focused on training, teaching, and intervening so we can raise up biblical justice leaders and bring rescue, care, redemption, and justice to those who suffer violence. We are all called to be champions for justice, so join us, partner with us, and support the work. Schedule us to come to your church, community, program, or mission and teach you how to become justice champions right where you are. Who knows? Doing so, you just might save a life. Be a light in the darkness.